What is up guys, JayFerGaming here, welcome back to the Lewis Hamilton Challenge, and this is my home Grand Prix, the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. One of the best races of the year, one of my favourite tracks, one of the most fast flowing tracks of the season, and usually produce a fantastic race. So, after a few races where Nico has absolutely smashed the field, we're going to have to do something here. And I think this is one of our better opportunities. It suits the wheel, it suits my driving style, and we're gunning for a win. We haven't won since Bahrain, so we've got a lot of work to do from 20th on the grid and in qualifying. The pretty standard final 10 on the grid, but as we go into the top 10, we'll see who will be challenging Nico for first place at the start of the race, and it's pretty standard really. The two Williams, the two Ferraris, and then Nico on pole once again. Well, let's have a look at the strategy for this race. Nice and sunny, no chance of rain, so it's all looking good. It's looking very unrealistic for a British summer, but I'm not going to complain. Dry around Silverstone is absolutely fantastic. So in terms of strategy, it looks like it's going to be a standard two-stop race. Onto the grid now. Let's get rid of these manners, let's get a good start. 4, 5 lights, and we are away in Great Britain. We've got a pretty average initial getaway, but we're going to close in on the two manners as per usual. But this run to the first corner is very tricky. We nearly hit the back of Merry. We actually didn't get any positions, but we finally got Stevens. Gonna go up the inside of Merry. The McLaren of Alonso, he's closing in on us. He's made a little bit of contact. I went into his barge board, but the position was gained. There was no damage and no casualties, which is the main thing, but not the best of starts really. It's a tricky first sector for making up positions, but this should give us an opportunity. Straight line speed against the Honda power unit, and wow, Button is incredibly slow. He couldn't even keep up with the Force India, but we've got the move done. Wow, actually no we don't. Button's coming straight back at us. Is he going to go around the outside? No, he doesn't. Great fight there from Jensen, but I can see it being a very poor race for him. Poor home Grand Prix. So there's a bit of a gap to Hulkenberg ahead, but this is where we're going to catch up. There we go. And through the old first corner, into Maggots and Beckett's. This is where we're going to gain. So we're oh my god, Hulkenberg was so slow. We have so much more grip. This is going to be a very fast sector for us. And then coming on to the Hanger Straight, we are going to get an incredible slipstream, I'm pretty sure. Are we going to go up the inside here? Yes, we do. We get the opportunity. We're getting very close to the back of Sainz. No doubt there'll be a opportunity going into Club. Is this the Club chicane? I am so bad at corner names. It's unbelievable. This is my home Grand Prix. I should know these. But after a very eventful first lap, we are up into 14th. We've got a lot of positions to make up, and if you look at the minimap once again, Rosberg is miles ahead in first place. But we're getting close to Grosjean here. Gonna outbrake him into turn 3. Is he around the outside? No, he's actually gone very wide for some reason, but another position gained. And let's see a few replays from the start. First of all, going up the inside of Hulkenberg. I love the TV angles, especially around Silverstone. Just look at this awesome racing. The move up the inside, it looks brilliant. I do say it nearly every race, but Codemasters have done a good job there. And we're closing in on Verstappen going into Copse Corner. We probably won't get a move done before then, but surely going into Maggots and Beckett's, we're going to have an opportunity. So much superior grip than the Toro Rosso. But this is going to be very close side by side into Maggots. And we're braving it side by side, and we got the move done. I think Verstappen got on the marbles or something and just lost grip. And oh my god, coming out of Beckett's, we're right on the back of Perez. This should be another opportunity to get past without DRS as well. So even with DRS, we would get so many positions. And there's a huge battle ahead between Nasser, Kvyat, Maldonado, and Ericsson's in 6th for God's sake. Oh no, he's 7th, but still, he's holding up the field. Up the inside of Nasser. He's got nothing to defend against this Mercedes, which I think Silverstone's just a perfect track for the Mercedes, along with Catalonia and a couple of others, maybe Austria. But look at the run now to turn 1. We're easily coming past Kvyat. This is Legend AI, and we're just flying through the field like there's no tomorrow. Perfect track for the Mercedes, and I'm loving making my way through the field. And if I do it this quickly, will there be a chance of me catching up to Rosberg? That would be fantastic, because in the championship standings we're about 45 points behind him. I can't remember the exact figure, but even Raikkonen's ahead of us in the standings now, so we've got a huge battle on to try and win this championship if we possibly can. But now we're trying to get the better of Maldonado. Ericsson and Maldonado seem to be running 7th and 8th a lot this season. They're great in qualifying, they keep dropping down the field. I think mainly because of the stacking in the pit lane glitch. But that's been sorted out now, so they could get a few good points here. And now we're attacking Maldonado into Maggots. Side by side, this is very risky, especially against Pasta. And he's gone wide. I think he's gone off the track, actually. The AI just don't like going side by side with you in certain corners, and that is one of them. And now, to dispatch of Ericsson, DRS, this should be very simple indeed. In a way, DRS kind of ruins things, unless you're in a midfield battle or something, but might as well take advantage of it. Up into 7th, and now the top 6. Well, that's going to be a lot trickier. It's Ricciardo, the 2 Williams, the 2 Ferraris, and Nico, who's got a huge lead once again. So, coming to the end of lap 3. Actually, what's that? There's a car off to the left. Yes, someone's just retired. I think that was Bottas. Well, we're going to have to see a replay there. First of all, this is me attacking Verstappen side by side into the Maggots and Beckett section. It's unbelievable to watch. I've never been to Silverstone, but if I did, I'd probably go and sit near them corners because it looks brilliant just from the television and just seeing the replay cameras. It looks awesome. And this is what happened. Yes, there we go. Bottas's engine blew up. And it happened just in front of his... I thought he was going to turn in on his teammate there. Wouldn't surprise me with this AI sometimes. But yeah, he goes off to the left and retires. And this is just another angle of me versus Verstappen. Yeah, he nearly goes off the track. Just gives us too much room. But now on to lap 7. The stints dragged on a little bit. It took a bit of time to catch up. These are quick cars after all. But into Rich Mix, this is my opportunity. Massa is holding up Ricciardo a little bit. I'd say the Red Bull in Ricciardo's hands is actually faster than the Williams at some tracks. And yeah, not in that corner though. He was incredibly slow. We made a little bit of contact, but we're keeping it smooth, very smooth in them fast corners. This is going to give me an opportunity. DRS. We're closing in on Ricciardo. We're going to go to the inside of him. And Massa's blocking him. We're boxing him in. We've got both of them. Oh, what a move. We've got both of them. Up into 4th place, and that was brilliant tactics there. We were boxing Ricciardo in. I think Massa's just gone in the pits. Yes, he has. I was defending, but he just shot in the pits. Yeah, I was defending from Ricciardo. Attacking Ricciardo even. Massa was just ahead, and I just kept Ricciardo close enough so he couldn't pull out and make a move on Massa to make it 3 wide. It would have made things look a lot better in this following replay, but I just wanted to get the move done. But here we go once again. Brilliant scenes. And here we go, closing up to the back of the Red Bull. DRS is going to kick in for me and Ricciardo. Going on to the inside, and you can see what happened quite clearly here. Ricciardo had nowhere to go. He tried to go around the outside, but just got blocked. Lost momentum, didn't have the speed, and then I thought Massa was going to go on the attack there, but he actually went into the pits. And most of the cars pitted. I decided to go a lap longer, along with Raikkonen. So 9 laps on options. It's a pretty certain 2-stop race, probably with 2 option stints as well. And here we go in the most frustrating slow pit lane of the season. It takes so long. If you could 1-stop, I probably would, because the pit stop time is incredible. Like in a league race when I got a unjust penalty here, drive-through penalty, it just completely ruins your race. But I came out in 4th place, a few seconds ahead of Massa and Ricciardo, and we're not too far behind the 2 Ferraris now, so with 16 laps to go, we have got a great opportunity to get on the podium at least. And now we're closing in on Raikkonen. The Ferraris don't seem that quick around here compared to the Mercedes. I think obviously they're better suited to the slower tracks. Not the slowest of tracks, but like ones like Malaysia, a few others that don't come to mind. But I am closing in on Raikkonen right now. This is going to be an opportunity coming onto the Hangar Straight. We get a better run out the final part of the S's there. DRS. And once again, it's an easy move. I don't know if it's my setup. It must be, I'd probably say it's a combination of the setup, the car, the track, and mainly straight line speed, along with DRS and Rich Mix. So if you combine everything together, I'm absolutely going to fly behind, past the Ferrari. And once again, we're coming up behind a Ferrari, catching up to Vettel. There's no point for me even defending because I'm just going straight past. Up into second place. And we're 12 laps to go. Could it be a Mercedes battle for the victory? Well, that's what we want to see. And in my opinion, I'd rather win this race. And it'd be an eventful battle with Rosberg, but I'd have to win the race. Make sure there's no contact or anything. But yeah, we're not far behind at all. 6 seconds. That was a bit of a awful corner cut. We'll ignore that happened. But on to lap 15 here. I'm thinking, the gap to Rosberg's about 5 seconds. Why not just go for the undercut? That's probably the best way of winning this race. Tyre wear isn't that bad. I mean, we're going to be doing 11 laps on the prime tyres, which, if the options can do 9, isn't too bad if you think about it. So that's what I was thinking about driving around on that previous lap. So we're going to get the undercut on Rosberg. It depends how close we get, really. We need a good stop here from the guys. 2.6, it could be quicker, but it's respectable. And we come out with no traffic. We come out in 5th. Massa is currently in the pit, if I'm not mistaken. Ricciardo's nowhere to be seen, so we've just got a straight run on this lap to get the undercut on Rosberg. Well, the cars are in the pits. We're ahead of Ricciardo. Should be coming out ahead of Vettel. Yes, we are. And Rosberg has come out the pits, and the gap is quite a bit smaller, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to have to see the gap. I'd probably guess it's about 4 seconds at this point. But we did catch up, that is the main thing. And on lap 19, we got a decent run out of Maggots and Beckett's onto the hangar straight. We've got DRS, which is very important. We've put in a couple of fastest lap of the races. And Rosberg is feeling the pressure. There's a manor ahead which could get involved. But I've got a great run there. I'm going to go for a dive up the inside. Screw it, what's going to happen here? Up the inside, there's no contact. We've got the move done. A clean move, and we're up into first place. My home Grand Prix. Hamilton's home Grand Prix, which is kind of me as well, which, yeah, we'll say it's my home Grand Prix. But Rosberg's coming back, and I think he's just gone off the track because he's lost a couple of seconds there. Oh, Stevens here to celebrate with me. Brits all the way, get in there. I've taken the lead. And now let's see a replay of that move once again. Looking at Rosberg's replay camera, I've got a much better run there, so I just thought, screw it, go up in the inside. If Rosberg wants an accident, then come at me, bro. But yeah, it was a clean move, but he gets a better run out of the final corner, coming out of club, and he gets a decent run, so I have to go on the defensive. And I think we go side by side into the first corner. We do indeed. The AI just don't like it, and yeah, Rosberg just loses everything and goes straight off the track. And remember, if you've seen my Maldonado career, Raikkonen got involved in stupid crashes just like that, all of the time. That is unbelievable. I'm not sure which manner that was. I'm going to guess it was Merry, considering I was close to Stevens at the time. So that was very unnecessary. And let's have a look at Raikkonen's car. Yes, he's got DRS, but he's got no front wing. And I know the manner didn't let him through in the best of places, but still, crashing into him, there's no need. And more retarded driving from Raikkonen. What is this? In one of the fastest sections of the track, this is incredibly dangerous. So he gets what he deserves. A car in the rear. Oh my god. And we're going to see which car that was. They also broke the front wing, by the way, if you didn't notice. And it's the Williams of Massa. What the hell is this? They are hilarious at times. It's shocking but hilarious at the same time. We're on the final lap now. Massa and Raikkonen, I'm going to presume, went into the pit, so that's going to give opportunities to some of the midfield cars. And want to see some more crazy driving from the AI. Well, look to the right, just ahead of us. There's 2 cars off the track. It's another manner. And there's Button. I slowed down, so Rosberg's really close at this point. Well, he was closing in until he crashed into Button. Ah, these AI. Well, that pretty much cements the win for me, but let's see what happened back there. I actually missed this at first, but this is Verstappen knocking Stevens off the track. And I think at this point in the race, it was like a bully Stevens thing, because Button just goes straight into him here and puts him in the wall. I'm laughing. I shouldn't be laughing because this is shocking. Codemasters, what are you doing? Don't bully Stevens at the British Grand Prix, and Rosberg just goes into the back of Button. They brake and then speed up and just smash into them. I bet when you saw this thumbnail you thought it was me crashing into the McLaren, but no, it was Rosberg. He's lost his front wing. But luckily for him, Vettel made an extra pit stop. Raikkonen and Massa both broke their front wing, so he's not going to lose any positions. So he's got extremely lucky there. I reckon if the other cars didn't make an extra pit stop and weren't being so retarded, he could have been down in like 5th or 6th place, but oh well, we're coming home. And we've won the British Grand Prix from the back of the grid. A fantastic drive from Lewis Hamilton. And we've closed in on Rosberg's lead in this championship. And there we go, there is the podium. Vettel 3rd, Rosberg 2nd, and what a victory. I say it every time I win, 20th to 1st. Unbelievable. That's not the trophy we want to see. I want to see the Gold Classic British Grand Prix trophy. But celebrations on the podium, it's been a fantastic race. It's just key to get the positions made up at the start. And we got ourselves up into 7th after 3-4 laps. So, very important thing to do. Let's have a look at the results of the British Grand Prix. Well, we know the top 3. Ricciardo finished 4th. Felipe Nasr finished 5th. Usually he does really well in the Australian Grand Prix, obviously because of what he did in real life. But there's some strange scorers there. Kvyat's got 6th. It's easily his best finish in my 2 seasons. And Perez finally gets his first points. That must have taken him about 29 races to get his first points. So great points for Force India there with 7th and 8th. Verstappen 9th. Grosjean rounding out the top 10. And you can just see how many incidents there were in that race. One for exceeding track limits by myself. And then look at all them crashes. Unbelievable. The AI were just insane in that race. But yeah, let's go and look at the championship standings. Hopefully we're up to 2nd now. We're 39 points behind Rosberg. We're going to need a few more victories or a nice retirement from the number 2 Mercedes driver. But Vettel is equal on points with Raikkonen, 20 points behind me. So I'd still say they're in the title battle, but they're slipping further and further behind. And only the Manners and Sainz have no points. Finally, Perez is on the board. In the Constructors, that was a great race for us. I don't think... Oh yeah, Vettel finished 3rd, but Raikkonen didn't score any points. But the gap's opened up to 79 points. So, that's been the British Grand Prix. If you enjoyed that, please leave a like. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And I'll catch you in the next race. Goodbye.